It's all right. I'm gonna keep things in my perspective here, and I'm gonna stay 100% honest. I've had a very hard time expressing myself and how I feel towards people, like my whole life, because I was afraid of the consequences that would follow with it. But aside from that, this is my perspective on a recent situation that has happened to me that I didn't think would ever happen. So, when I spoke my mind to you, it put me in trouble. And when I spoke my heart, it made that shit double. And I'm no longer gonna revel in the pile of what you made into my heart. Rebel. You sent a message that wasn't subtle, that me in your life was keeping you up in a bubble. Well, I'm gone now, so your arrogant ass is free to shoot up like gas prices at air bubbles with no trouble. You didn't want this love and it became obvious, but I was just trying to win the gold medal within your life, which is the opposite of what a party is, because it's really hard going into the light when I've stayed in the dark and made myself synonymous in it. But you know that's where I've rested mentally, along with my heart, and not anonymous in it. No, I'm feeling like I'm stuck in a space shuttle, and I've got to keep optimism, I get it, but tell me, when will this pain settle? When I bring up topics such as this, I see you boiling like a tea kettle, and I can see how you get annoyed and it shows devil, but really all I wanted were our minds level. And I never asked for anything difficult, just a little affection and reassurance, which now makes me feel weak and pitiful. Your opinion to me has always been critical, but after you told me that I ruined your day, I felt the only attention that I needed was clinical. I'm sorry that my emotions became a burden for you to carry. Years I held in my hands, on my shoulders, and in my heart without inquiry. And I never thought the love that we said we had for each other would become this ugly and scary. All I wanted was for you to share your time with me, but apparently stripping and hanging out with somebody else is where your cares be. But hey, I understand. You're doing you, and that's all a part of the plan. But you know what? I can say what I want to. And I feel like you fucked me over, and it pissed me off. And I'm gonna make you know that it was a loss, and you're gonna regret telling me to fuck off, even if I was someone that you could just shrug and dust off. I give you nothing but my attention to set aside so much of my ambition and even ignore my own intuition so I could possibly silence your bitching and maybe get past your Aries nature of natural attrition. Hindsight's 2020, and the time that I gave you wasn't what you wanted from me. Now the limelight's coming for me, and the rhymes that I wrote about you ain't bringing you back, honey. See, now we share an equal ambition to keep ourselves open and bare and take other people's money. It's funny. Your body rakes it in, and my mouth makes me win. Both of us in constant sin, but not a god that we looked at for inner guiding. Through them chickens I was gliding, and they were sliding in my DMs before you were seeing him or him and him or him. You'll keep doing what you want to do, and I won't try to stop you from being you. It'd be a waste of my time. But don't be surprised if you try and slide back into my life again and I'll let you come through. It's only right. Because inside, I've been done with you. Okay, I held on so I could use it against you later on when you try and say that I gave up on you. But really, who was the one who stuck like glue? Who stayed up on late nights sneaking out at like 2, waking up at another 2 to go to work to get this money to spend on you, and for what? To stay honest and true and they get tossed aside like some tissue? Nah, fuck you. It's nothing that you asked me to do. It's just I wanted to do more than spread ass with you, and why not try and stay true to an independent woman who's crass like you? So now I'm in the scorpion view, and you bring it the fuck out of me, boo. You make me feel gravelly mad when I write this about you. But the last thing on my mind right now is you. And I couldn't be happier thinking about the success, money, and pain that I'll go through to only stand above you. Looking down like you're giving me head while I disrespect your silly ass by throwing this bread all over your head while I'm covering up that blank expression you're so used to giving that you used to know has kept me guessing and distracted me from living my life instead. I've succumbed to these feelings, and now they've numbed me from feeling remorse towards you or your being, or hold me from squealing this truth that's been damaged and not healing. You've got my anger levels punching through ceilings and shifting the plates below the surface, disturbing off beings. This fate you began stealing when my time you were stealing, for real. Your bullshit's got me a kneel when you push me to kneel, but I've only become genteel and three times more real. You've sealed the deal with me becoming evil and thrilled by the thought of the pain that I can make others instill. You will see Adi drill and kill in this rap trap that I've got to kneel with steel inside to see the finger flipping anger that fill my mind to make me ill without a pop of the pill, a hit and slit of some zills. But really, this shit is for real. I bet you got 8 others like me, and that's due to your skill of popping and dropping that pussy for skrill. Hell, you don't even listen to what I'm saying. You just know how I'm saying it's ill. But on some real shit, the only thing that you really did wrong, like the only thing, was that you didn't let me go when you were done with things. And you held me on. That's all.